Don't do it, guys. Don't place trades based on what you see here. Please consult your own financial advisors and do your own due diligence. All right, with that said, let's go. It's Wednesday, October 31st, Halloween, and I'm having a great day over here on this account on Robinhood. It was all the way up into the 41 thousands earlier today. Now it's 4997.99. The biggest contributors to today's gains were definitely C-SPAN. I managed to make a C-SPAN purchase last night before the earnings came out, um, of 900 and how many dollars here? $949. As you can see on October 29th, and a couple days ago, and they also just happened to release their dividend to me as well. And they happen to beat earnings by about 44%, which skyrocketed the stock up 22% today. So I had already had shares of this company, and so I had an up day of about $485 just from this company alone. It's now 6.4% of my portfolio. No, I didn't have any inside information. I just thought that they would do better um, on their earnings. That's all. Now, because that was kind of their plan like a couple years ago. I think like Q2 2017 or Q3, they were discussing how, when they cut their dividend initially, they're discussing how they wanted to brighten the picture for the company by reducing the dividend. So I think they've done that. They've reinvested in themselves, and now they're showing that being a stronger company, which is why I actually didn't sell. I think they're gonna do well for a little bit. So we'll see. I do have a call sold against 100 shares of C-SPAN. Whew, excuse me, it's late, 11:54. So what else is there? EXK went down even further. As you can see, another 4.4% that missed earnings. I saw this coming too, but I didn't want to sell. It went all the way as down as 188, and it might continue to tank. Silver's been tanking, especially relative to gold, which is kind of a worrying sign for the whole precious metals complex traditionally. But we don't know if that's going to happen, if that's going to lead to a lot of downside from here on out. I'm pretty invested in the precious metals. It's some of the global stocks and stuff that are not doing too hot, but that's okay. I'm kind of heavily invested into the precious metals, especially besides EXK, Wheaton Precious Metals here. It went down a little bit, but I have an option to buy it at 650. Actually, I'm obligated to buy at 1650 unless the price is higher. So I have 1,650 ready to set to purchase this stock on November 9th. So we'll see if that happens. It very well might, the way the precious metal's been going. It's been pretty bad. I mean, I'm hopefully things turn around pretty soon because this bottom formation looks a little weak at the moment. We'll see how long that formation lasts, or if it's going to break down further, which is going to be real bad news. We may be retesting the lows of 2015 December. So we'll see if that happens. Uranium had a really good day, especially energy fuels is up 14%. I didn't even really look at the news. I think the whole uranium sector as a whole. I think there's been a lot of like positive talk about nuclear energy back in Germany. I think Belgium restarting some nuclear, a couple reactors or whatever it is, and China and India continuing to go ahead with their nuclear plans, and Kazatomprom, which is the Kazakh uranium company. I think is just continuing to do their business like private company like maneuvers, and we'll see if that happens, if that continues. So uranium, I don't know. I think it's pretty steadily. It looks like to be in an uptrend now. I know the URA, the fund, is not really looking like it's an uptrend. If you look at the 5-year chart, it's a little flat. In fact, this is a downward triangle here, which shows it's kind of a very bearish. But if you look at a company like uranium, like Energy Fuels, you can see on the 5-year chart here, it's got like this is a really big bottoming kind of type of pattern, and this uptick here is really promising. So we'll see if this delivers or not, you know. But Energy Fuels looking great, the chart, and URG as well. We're gonna pull that up right now. URG looks great too. Look at this super nice bottoming pattern here. Now look, it's a really long multi-year U-turn here, and now it's scoring a higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. So this is really promising when it comes to the uranium sector here. Um, Not too many other highlights. This is pretty much it. I think JD was up 5%, which pretty much, puts a real strong outlook on getting back my $2,200 of collateral I've set aside on November 2nd, this Friday. So we'll see if this holds up above $22. I'm guessing it will, and I will be collecting the rest of my premium. And I also have a few shares of 10 shares of JD, so I'm actually scoring like some profits from this too. I'm up $11, but overall down 28. So, but that's all being offset by the gains I'm making in the options plays, so no big deal. The Russian markets, I think, are up about 1%. Um, I have a put sold against it at $20, and it looked like I was gonna hit it, but now they're rallying again, and I might not hit. So I may not be purchasing, so I might get another $2,000 to play with here in the near future on Friday. It's gonna be a big Friday for me, collecting some of my cash that I've set aside here for collateral. And what else? I bought a couple of STNE. This is Stone Co. It's a Brazilian finance fintech company. So I'm curious to see what it does in the long term. Honestly, to tell you the truth here, as always, I never lie to you. The I only bought it because one of the managers of Warren Buffett's company, Berkshire Hathaway, one of the portfolio managers is buying it. So, and I like Brazil as a sector overall, especially with their newest elections results and how and the direction that the the country is trying to take. So I think it'd be wise to start investing in it a little bit. And I've already played out the SIG. SIG is the Brazilian utilities company, but I think this is gonna be my next kind of purchase. So I'm gonna just slowly ease into it whenever I have some extra cash. And I just purchase 2 shares for just to get started. This is the portfolio outlook overview here. Energy Fuels coming in now at the second highest gain, followed by SIG, and now C-SPAN is making its way into the top 4. Cameco is number 5, and Realty Income at 6, followed by the Russian market at 7. So the biggest loser remains the uh, Uranium Global ETF, minus $821. It's pretty painful, but you know, I think it's gonna make a turnaround. I just happened to enter at a really bad price, I should have eased into it a little bit more, but hindsight's 2020. Um, Switch is a big closer, and EDF is the emerging market fund, and I'd want to be putting more money in there. So might be a might be just a buying opportunity here. Endeavor Silver, yeah. So FAX, the Asia Pacific Income Fund, which I want to put more money into. So I've had some losers here, but hopefully they all make a turnaround play. The reason they're still in the portfolio is that I still believe in them. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right. Now I made a big move to. It's probably my singles. No, it's not the single biggest day of gains, but it's up there. Oh, I just ticked over. Great. Let's take a look at the week chart. This is what the week chart looks like. Hanging out at 4,152, then drop down pretty substantially, 39,700. Now I'm up to almost 41, back up to almost 41,000. So the volatility, the more the money you get in there, this percentage moves are starting to get bigger and bigger. So the volatility is increased. So this is nothing abnormal per se. The swings are only going to get bigger the more money like the account has. So, all right, I gave you a little bit of overview. I don't have any new trades planned. I'm going to think about it. Friday, I'm going to get a lot of cash to play with. I'm thinking of making some major plays, but I want to see if how the markets play out before I take some additional risk here. But just know that there's big plays coming, huge plays. All right. With that said, I'm gonna let you off right here. Sorry I haven't been making a video last night. I was dead tired, couldn't do it. I may skip days from time to time, but I'm pretty much the only one listening to these videos anyways. So it's just for me, so you can't complain. All right, if you just happen to listen to this. Okay, with that said, see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.